Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is AnnaMae and I post videos every Tuesday and Friday, and this video is going to be how to survive college exams, as you can probably tell by the title. But this video is actually going to focus in particular like semester 1 exams, which might sound strange and might not apply to some of you, but I thought I would just put in my 2 cents and hopefully this can help you in some way. So just to let it be known, I am a second year in college, so I would be a sophomore, I think, in the American system, but my degree's in 3 years, so next year will be my final year. So yeah, I am about to do, in about 2 weeks, I'm going to start my semester 1 exams for my second year, and I study politics and international relations as a joint major with information and social computing, which is basically communications with like a computer focus. So I'm just gonna get into it. This is gonna mainly apply to people taking exams for the first time. You're probably the one who clicked into this, so good luck if that's you. I have a few things written down in my trusty planner. If you haven't seen this week's plan with me, it's up already and it's so cute, it's so Christmassy. So let me just flick to my notes. So I'm going to try and like stay away from things where it's like, you should have done this beforehand kind of thing. Like do your readings and study and stuff like that. Don't freak out if you haven't done all the readings. I've survived so far. So I have kind of questions you need to ask yourself, basically, is how this is going to be structured. So maybe you don't know the answers to this because it is your first time, but maybe just take these like possible things into account. So does it have a bag check? So at least for where I take exams, we are not allowed to have anything in with us. Technically you can kind of like have your phone and have it like face down, switched off beside your desk, like on the floor with some stuff. But really, like I have brought my phone in before because you don't want it to get stolen. So a lot of them will have bag checks where you can pay to have your coat and bag stored, and you know, you get a ticket and then you have to go and queue up again after your exam to pick them up. Kind of annoying, but it is the safest option if for some reason you have a lot of like expensive personal items with you. So take that into account. Because of that, I a lot of the time will just bring exactly what I need, and I will keep my phone on the floor if that is allowed for you, and switched off and everything. I have a barber coat, and other than that I think I've just worn like a sweatshirt. It's always been cold enough for me to wear a coat, basically, whatever time of year it is, to take exams, because I live in Ireland. So I have the barber and it has huge pockets. So my pens, my student card, my travel card, which I'll talk about in a second, and my phone, and a few coins and euro and whatever, if I need to get some snackage or something. So, which kind of, you might hear or not hear what was in there, is a water bottle. I don't bring water into exams because I don't think it's necessary. Sure, you might be dying of the thirst, like you might have my brother's favourite culture saying, thirst of 1,000 camels, coming out of the exam, but you don't really have time to drink water during the exam. It's best to just do it. Like, that's my mentality anyways, just do it, get it done. Don't sit there and freak out about it. Just do it, get it done. Do whatever you can, because you're probably not the worst off. I went to college exams and saw people that I knew that I didn't realise were in that module, like in that class, because I'd never seen them at a lecture before, so you're probably not doing that badly. So yeah, you can also bring a small bag. You can, we're told not to, but everyone does, like leave all of your crap outside the exam hall. I actually must explain the exam hall as well, but we just like leave your coat, your bag, all your crap like in a pile. That works if you don't have anything. Like, number one, there's CCTV where I am. No one's gonna steal your stuff, okay? Because anyways, everyone's freaking out about exams. And like, don't bring anything of value. Like, I wouldn't bring a purse or anything, like a wallet, or any substantial amount of money, because most of the time I'm not going straight into town. If I was, like, meeting up with my family, I'd probably check my bag. But that's always up to you. So, the exam hall that I take it in, I think it's kind of different to where a lot of, like, American universities or Canadian universities, I don't know what it's like in the UK or even the rest of Europe, but ours is that we have to travel there. It's only like 10 minutes on the bus, less, and then another like 13-minute walk, I think, if you time it exactly. So basically it is a horse arena, like show jumping arena, indoor arena that they have the regular floor on, which is just like cement or concrete. Like, it's just desks. So there's, I think, up to 2,000 people taking an exam at any point. You just have a numbered desk that you sit at, so that's a bit intense, which means it can be really, really cold in there. So another point, bring a nice cozy jumper or jacket that doesn't have like, I have one that has like a little thing that goes chick 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 chick, and that annoys me so much. So maybe don't wear that one. Like a quarter zip or something, because this time last year, the reason I'm kind of making this is that I got really, really sick because I have a sensitive stomach, not when it comes to food, but when it comes to like temperature. I absolutely despise the cold. It's really cold in Ireland right now, not a happy camper. So I was sitting in an exam hall for a 2-hour exam and I was froze, right? I was so cold and I hadn't eaten enough before I went in there. The cold stressed me out to the extent that I ended up getting an inflamed stomach. If you've ever had that, you know it's death. And it was awful because, you know, I had an exam the next day, or was I going home the next day? I can't remember, but I was dying basically, and it was awful, and it could have been prevented had I been warm enough. So don't be afraid to look ridiculous with 100 layers on. You can take your layers off, but once you're in that exam hall, you cannot go get your jacket, or you cannot go get a sweatshirt or anything. Anyways, you're too far away from wherever you live, so take that into account. Dress warmly if it is winter. If it's summer, like, you can be too hot, you're not going to get any problems from being too hot, but it's really hard to focus when you're too cold, when your hands are too cold. Just learn from my mistakes. So on to the, like, taking the exam part. I feel like the start has just been all over the place. So taking the exam. Do not bring Tipp-Ex. That's what we call it here. I think I noticed from planner videos, Americans call it whiteout. The white stuff that you put over mistakes. You don't have time. Put a line through it and put it in brackets. Done. You do not have time to be like, kind of like dry it off. No, this is college. This is not cool. All of my exams this semester will be politics exams. Last time I had a mixture of like politics and sociology. I was also taking sociology last year. So bring your travel card if it's necessary. Don't forget that. Make sure it's topped up, because you just don't want to be stressed out and you don't want to get stuck wherever you are if you have to travel to your exams, because I do. Like, I could walk. I walked in the summertime, but like, I'm not going to walk when it's freezing cold. So that. Bring your student card. Even if they don't say bring your student card, bring your student card. Like, it's absolutely required for us. I think it's required everywhere. You're going to have it like on your desk. So make sure you have your student card. It's like, you know, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. You will fail because you won't be able to take your exam if you don't have your student card. Like, no shit. So bring your student card, and also bring an alternative form of ID just to have it, just to be safe. So bring like a driver's license or something, or a Garda age card if that's what you have. I don't know what else. I wouldn't like bring a passport, that's a bit extreme, but you know what I mean. So tie up your hair, that's a handy one. I have all of this. And even you'll see me in videos, I get distracted by my hair all the time. So tie back your hair. For me, that can kind of make me colder, because I always like mess with my hair and go like that. So I would often have like a little infinity scarf or something, keep my neck warm if my hair is like braided or something. Lip balm, because if you're like me and you chew your lip when you're like thinking or you're nervous, you will be absolutely on bits and look disgusting afterwards. So have lip balm. It'll kind of prevent you from doing it, as well as help with the healing process. So one thing I haven't mentioned yet is essential oils. I do use like a stress less something kind of essential oil, just a little roller ball, and I basically just coat myself in that, like, you know, your temples, on your chin, your wrists, a little bit on your neck, things like that. Do they work? I don't know. Is it worth a try? Always. So I would definitely give those a go if you can. In my opinion, they're always worth it. It's always worth trying something just to keep you that little bit more mellow. Even if it doesn't, maybe, my personal take on it is, maybe if it smells, like perfume would probably work. Smelling nice makes you happier. Happier people think clearer. Also don't kill their husbands, but like, you know, that you will think clearer if you are happier and calmer, and smelling nice might help with that. So perfume or essential oils, I really don't think it matters that much. But that's a little tip from me. Another one is wear a watch, even if you don't usually wear a watch, because the ticking, even if you say it usually bothers you, won't bother you. You can always just like, I'm not actually wearing a watch today, I usually do, take it off and put it on the desk. Because if you're like me and you need glasses to see in the distance, you will not be able to see the clocks that they have up at the top of the, my hand looks really close to the thing, up at the top of the exam hall. And that was a problem for me first semester last year. I had no idea, and I would be there and I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, oh, okay. I could not see at all. So that is a big help, because it's good to like plan your time. Your teacher will talk to you about that anyways, but you know, organize your time and try and keep on track with that. And it is easiest if you have your own little clock and you're not able to use your phone, obviously. Other than that, I think just try not to talk to other people about the exam beforehand. Just be that person who is being nice and friendly, and you can have a chat with someone and just say that it's really cold or it's really hot, or just, you know, stupid weather talk, or, you know, say that you might go get some M&Ms, something like that. Even if you're nervous, don't ask someone else about the exam, because you're just going to freak yourself out more and you're going to freak them out, and that's not good for anyone. And don't try and psych other people out for the hope that you're going to do better, because that's awful. I don't really think some people do that, but sometimes it looks like people are trying to, so don't do that. Be nice, don't talk about the exam, don't psych yourself out, don't talk about it afterwards. Have something else to talk about, like a TV show on Netflix or something like that on your way home if you're with other people. Because talking about the exam afterwards, there's no point in crying over spilled milk, and it's done. You know, I'm someone who, like, when that thing gets signed and I put my hand up because I'm leaving early, because I always leave early, it's like, bye, that's what that means. Bye, I'm leaving, I'm done with this module forever. Because touch wood, I have not failed a module yet, and I don't intend on it, so there we go. I hope that it is of some help to you if you are taking college exams for the first time, and I wish you the absolute best of luck. Let me know in the comments what you're studying, because I always think it's really interesting to hear what people are studying in university. And yeah, best of luck to you. I hope this helped. I know it was so all over the place, but so am I, so what else can you expect? If you enjoyed, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!